It's now time for the Rebro Sports full game recap. We'll go all the way back to April 2nd of the year 2024. Already April of 2024. Nashville Preds versus the Boston Bruins, wrapping up the two-game regular season series between the interconference matchup. Head coach Andrew Burnett deploys his lines and defensive pairings in the following way: Forsberg, O'Reilly, and Nyquist, Zucker, Sissons, and Glass. And then we have Jankowski, Novak, Evangelista, Smith, McCarron, and Sherwood. Your defensive pairings are McDonough and Yossi, Luzon and Carrier, Stastny and Shen. So Fabro gets the night off with the healthy scratch. UC Saros gets the start in net. We're a minute and 47 seconds into the first period. UC Saros coming up with a save on Pastrnak. First shot on goal of the game for either squad. 151. Saros another save, this time on Heinen. 4:49 of the first period. UC Saros coming with a save on McAvoy with the glove, snatches that one out of the air. Bruins off to a good start here early in the first 5 minutes at Bridgestone Arena. That's where we'll find Linus Ullmark making his first save at 5:03 on Ryan McDonough. First shot on goal for Nashville. Nothing real impressive, but at least it was on the net. 7:16 into the first period. UC Saros coming with a save on Pasternak's one-timer with the big kick out. Big-time shot, big-time save by the starting goaltender for the Nashville Preds. The 21 mark of the first period. It's Linus Ullmark coming with a save on Luke Evangelista at 9:20 of the first period. Saros comes up with a save on Beecher. We're already past the halfway point of the first period, and things are moving along quickly. At 11:25 of the first period, we find our first special teams action as Pasternak's off to the box. 2 minutes for roughing. More retaliating on Luzon. Luzon convinced Pastrnak to take the bait on this particular play. Unfortunately for the Nashville Predators going into this power play, it did not give them the significant offensive uptick you would expect, as Saros had to make a shorthanded breakaway save on McAvoy. Then Saros had to come up with another shorthanded save on Zacha at the 14:14 mark of the first period. Back to 5-on-5 hockey after the Nashville Predators unable to generate a single shot on goal. Ullmark comes up with a save on Luke Shen at 15:09 of the first period. It's Ullmark coming with a save on O'Reilly. It was by far the best chance of the game to this point for the Nashville Predators. O'Reilly with a really good scoring chance at close range. We hit the 17:10 mark of the first period, and it's Luke Shen this time off the box. 2 minutes for roughing. Saros goes to work, comes up with a big save on Pastrnak, and then Saros comes with another save on Coyle. Has to come up with one more save with the blocker on Van Riemsdyk before coming to the end of that penalty kill scenario. Over the final seconds of the first period, no other events would transpire, so we hit the end of the first with the Boston Bruins out shooting the Nashville Predators 11-6 each team with one power play opportunity. We are 1:05 into the second period onto the clean sheet, and it's McAvoy off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping on Colton Sissons. That'll give the Nashville Predators their second power play opportunity of the game, and Ullmark will come out with a save on Glass. So the difference between the first power play and the second power play, well, the Predators got one shot on goal, but they did not give up multiple shorthanded scoring opportunities this time. 3:16 into the second period. Now it's UC Saros coming with a save on Frederick, the 5:10 mark of the second period. It's Ullmark coming with a save on Philip Forsberg. There was traffic in the area adjacent to the crease area, but not enough to affect Ullmark on the shot. 6:52 of the second period. Now Saros comes with a save on Pastrnak. Loose puck causes mass panic for all of the Nashville Predators. It ends up being kicked out and cleared to the corner, but it was in an incredibly dangerous area with some incredibly dangerous offensive players for the Bruins lurking around the blue paint. The 7:31 of the second period. Now Ullmark comes up with a save on Zucker's heavy shot at the 11:04 mark. Now past the halfway point of the game already. 11:04 in the second. Ullmark comes up with a glove save on Stastny from long range. The traffic had unfortunately just vacated the area, so Ullmark saw this one coming from all the way at the top of the zone. 11:48 of the second period. It's Saros coming with a save on Bokus. 13:28 of the second period. Ullmark comes up with a save on Carrier's long shot. At the 14:19 mark of the second period, it's DeBrusk off to the box. 2 minutes for interference. This is going to give the Nashville Predators another opportunity, their third of the game on the power play. Ullmark will come out with a save on O'Reilly pretty much immediately to start the power play, and the Predators would have some slick passing in close range, setting up the captain, Roman Josi, to fire the puck into the empty net. And with Ullmark completely out of position and the entirety of the net open, Roman Josi hits the post. That's right, the captain, Roman Josi, will probably never get that easy of a look at a power play goal again. Josi hit the post on this one. The Predators are denied over the course of their power play for the third time. 16:46 now of the second period. Saros comes with a save on Pasternak's heavy one-timer, and Pastrnak was just firing the puck, well, from anywhere and everywhere, and he has such great skill. There's no doubt that's the reason why he scores so many goals. 17:22 of the second period now. Smith off to the box. 2 minutes for high sticking. Tough to see where this happened on the broadcast. Kind of happened a little bit behind the play. Nobody got a great look at it, but it makes no difference. The Nashville Predators are shorthanded, and they would put up one outstanding penalty kill. They would not give up a single shot on goal against. At the 1940 mark of the second period, it's Ullmark coming with a save on Smith off of the rush, and that would do it for the second period. Still no score going into the intermission after 40 minutes, but the shots on goal, this has changed quite dramatically. The Bruins have 17. The Nashville Predators also have 17. So the Bruins went from 11 to 17. It would mean 6 in the second period, and the Predators went from 6 in the first period to 17. 11. So the shots completely flipped and reversed, but still no score in this game. To be honest with you, both goaltenders playing quite well. Ullmark not having nearly as strong a chances against Saros, playing a very good, strong game at this point. So the shots on goal are 17 apiece. At the end of the second period, we have no score. We flip over to the third period, and we find our first action at 1:22 of the third period. Saros comes with a save on Marchand. At 1:51 of the third, Ullmark comes with a save on Zucker. We flip over to the backside of the sheet, and we find at 3:47 of the third period, it's Ullmark coming up with the glove save on the captain, Roman Josi. At the 5:37 mark of the third period, Juuse Saros coming up with a save on Laurie. 6:41 now into the third period, it's Saros coming with a save on Lindholm. Plus, seconds later, a follow-up by Frederick. Plus, seconds after that, a follow-up by McAvoy. The Boston Bruins really pouring on the pressure. Juuse Saros is one of his strongest sequences of the entire game coming up right here. 3 saves over the span of a couple of seconds. Now to the 7:40 mark of the third period, and it's Ullmark coming up with a save on Philip Forsberg at the 8:34 mark now of the third. Ullmark comes up with a save on Jankowski. 8:40, Ullmark, another save. Glass's backhand, that leads to a scramble and some mayhem, but just like Juuse Saros was able to survive that same exact scenario earlier in the game, Ullmark also survives this. The puck squeaks out away from the dangerous areas, and the Boston Bruins are able to regain control. At the 11:08 mark of the third period, it's Juuse Saros coming up with another save on Boquist. 11:33 now of the third period, just past the halfway point of the period. It's Laurie out to the box. 2 minutes for hooking against Novak. Novak's strong drive to the net led to a good scoring opportunity. Laurie hooks him to prevent a better scoring opportunity. Will head off to the box, giving the Nashville Predators an outrageously great opportunity here yet again on the power play. Ullmark comes up with a save on the captain, Roman Josi, but then Roman Josi ends up pinching, getting way down into the zone, cannot keep the puck in, and Coyle is off to the races. The second shorthanded breakaway of the game for the Boston Bruins, and this time it is a conversion for Coyle, his 24th of the season, beating Juuse Saros. That gives the Boston Bruins a 1-0 lead. So the Preds had the Bruins right where they wanted them on the power play, and they give up a shorthanded goal on the breakaway when Roman Josi pinches too deep into the zone. 15:03 now into the third period. Saros comes up with a save on Zacha at the 15:30 mark of the third period. Ullmark comes up with a save on Zucker. At the 16:36 mark, Saros comes up with a save on Frederick. Nashville Predators trying to get back into this one in 17-17. That's where Zacha puts that to rest with his 19th goal of the season. It was a tap-in from the top of the crease. Good passing by the Boston Bruins set this play up to make it 2-0 in favor of Boston now, and the crowd for the Bruins was outrageously large at this game. 18:36, Pastrnak puts in his 46th goal of the season. It was the empty netter for the Boston Bruins, making this game 3-0, a game that was 0-0 until past the midway point of the third period. Ends up as a 3-0 victory for the Boston Bruins. Shots on goal for the Bruins, 33, Nashville 32. And for the Nashville Predators returning to home ice, they did put up a valiant effort against the Boston Bruins here in this game. Only 6 shots on goal in the first period, up to 17 shots in the second, then up to 32 by the end of the game. They definitely got their scoring opportunities, but this is one of those pretty clear-cut cases where you can look and say, well, the Nashville Predators power play cost them this game. They could not get anything done offensively, and they gave up a shorthanded goal against. The captain, Roman Josi, misses an empty net and also is caught deep on the pinch on the power play. Those are exactly the clear-cut reasons why the Nashville Predators fell in this game. Overall, it wasn't a bad effort. The score makes it look a little more lopsided. Juuse Saros, I thought, was tremendous up until the very end of this game. That's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. The Nashville Predators fall on home ice to the Boston Bruins, 3-0. Now a 3-game losing losing streak for the Nashville Predators. They'll look to rebound. We've got analysis, we've got box score, and we've got so much more coming up on this game right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.